All right, guys, the common tendency that we're gonna be talking about here is for the individual that loves their forehand, but doesn't get enough space as they're running around their backhand to find a forehand. A couple of things kind of hits home when I think about this, because I know myself, and I know that both Kyle and I love using our forehand, and I've made my a little bit of money in pickleball finding a forehand and using my forehand. So kind of things that I think about in these parameters are look to cheat over as you're serving with your court position. So always line yourself up to really open up space for your forehand. So obviously if you're serving on the right, you're gonna serve more towards the middle. If you're serving on the left, you're gonna slide all the way out. Also too, I think if you want to find a forehand, you have to be authoritative and you have to be very fine-tuned with your footwork with getting around it. Something I do very well is anytime that anytime that I serve, anytime that I'm looking to find a forehand, I'm very quick with my first step with getting around it. Also too, as far as finding space, I make sure to go back first. I think a lot of people try to find space by moving laterally. I think moving back and knowing that it's easier to move forward than it is to move backwards puts you in a position where you actually have more time and you're not getting jammed. Another key variable that I think about when somebody's getting jammed on the forehand side is just simply not seeing the ball soon enough. I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to live and die by your forehand, you have to be authoritative with your footwork.
Yeah, I think the key takeaway is, if you're the type of person who falls in this category, is that your intent is correct. If you're trying to find your forehand, it's probably your stronger side, probably the side where if your feet were set, you're gonna make a higher percentage of your shots. But just like Tyson talked about, we wanna plan for it in advance with our court positioning. You can plan for playing more forehands with where you serve from, with where you return from. So that's the first step. And then the next thing is just really with that first step, trying to be as explosive as you're able to be to really push off aggressively even before you know how far you get. If you push off aggressively with your first step, you can always dial back that intensity on every step following, but really push off aggressively first. That way you're prepared if that ball really does get in and jam you to create some spacing.
Keep in mind though that it's easier to move forward than it is to move backwards. So as you're trying to find your forehand and you're moving around your backhand side, don't be afraid to give yourself more cushion off the baseline. With that, we'll give you more time, and then you can laterally move yourself around it. Okay guys, first progression here. We're gonna be shadow swinging 6 balls. We're gonna shadow swing 4 balls from the baseline laterally, and then we're gonna move up and hit 2 short balls, one on the forehand side and then one on the backhand side. Obviously on the backhand side, we are trying to run around it and use our strength here. So just kind of give you an idea, as we're doing these shadow swings, we're focused on kind of exaggerating our footwork, exaggerating the preparation, really just trying to be fine-tuned and be really organized with our preparation here. So first ball, I'm gonna say unit turn and then set, shadow swing, slide over, unit turn, set, unit turn, set, unit turn, set, and then I'm gonna shadow swing a short ball. As I'm shadow swinging the short ball, the main focus here is with my weight going forward, I'm not gonna have a lot of lag back here, and I'm not gonna have all this added range of motion. If there's a ball tucked in the armpit, I'm now gonna condense this, or if I had a rubber band tied around my body and my arm, same idea, but I'm gonna shadow swing this, move through it, back pedal, get my feet around it, get some space, short ball, same thing, move through it, and then shadow swing. Unit turn and set. Nice, unit turn and set, unit turn and set, beautiful, unit turn and set, short ball, unit turn and set, nice and condensed, back, short ball, unit turn and set, beautiful. That is 1 set. Let's get 2 of these sets. If you want to be ambitious, you can get 4 or 5. Same thing here, unit turn and set, beautiful, unit turn and set. Take a look at Kyle's unit turn. So he's got his unit turn, the hips are still pretty open, but he's getting the paddle off to the side. That's the first piece of the equation. The second piece of the equation is getting to set position. Set position simply is closing the stance, beautiful. Now he's got his load on his back foot. He's using his front foot as a stabilizer. He's gonna shadow swing, get the weight going forward, lovely. Okay, unit turn and set, beautiful. Unit turn and set, up. Very nice, okay. Second progression here, now Coach Kyle is gonna be seeing a ball. I will not be saying unit turn and set. It should be automatic now. Ready here, bud? Okay, first ball here. Good. Getting his feet around it. Good, feet around it. Okay, short, 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 nice and condensed. Very good, back of the baseline, nice and condensed, up, up, up. Good, good, very good. We'll do 2 sets, same thing here. Ready, and go. Good, look at the take back. You know, he's obviously, it's nice and fluid. It's not too tight. He's still got some range of motion. This is when it gets a little bit more condensed. Okay, again. Beautiful. Okay, guys, second drill here. Coach Kyle is going to be at the baseline, and I'm going to feed him a forehand on his dominant side and then a forehand on his non-dominant side. I obviously can speed up the feed. I can slow it down. So I control the pace of the drill based on my feet, essentially. Also, too, we could use the same exact drill with me on this side of the net, and simply Kyle has to hit back to me on one side, whether he's driving or dropping. Maybe he drives or drops based off of time. If he has less time, he's going to drop. If he has more time, he's going to drive. And then simply, I would just be moving him side to side, and he's only looking to find forehands. Okay, here we go. So let's go 12-ball drill. Okay, we're gonna burn him out. 12-ball drill. Okay, only hitting forehands. Feet around it. Beautiful. Make sure good. Get space, and get back. There we go. Good. Kyle, if you don't mind, show us what not to do. Watch this. Jams himself. Yeah. So I'm gonna have you try that again. So as he's at the baseline here, the last thing he wants to do is almost like run through the ball, try to tackle it, and then get right on it. He wants to make this big C, gain space, make contact when the ball's at the apex. Okay, ready here. Good. Okay, and what's kind of fun about this drill is that I can control the feed. I can go a little quicker, up. Oh yeah. Get those feet working, up. Nice, good. Come on. Okay, last two. Last one, short. Nice, very good. Okay, guys, third progression here. Back to our cone. Coach Kyle's back here. I'm acting as a teacher. I'm gonna be hand feeding, making him feel good about his drive. So something we're gonna do here is that we're gonna add a little variation in, and we're gonna alternate a drive and a drop. In that last segment, I had Kyle drive the whole time. So in this third segment, we're gonna have Kyle, let's just kind of demo real quick, nice and easy. So I'm gonna feed, he's gonna run around, drive, get his feet around the cone, gain space, and then also too, not only is he gaining space, but he's making that big C, beautiful. Next ball is gonna be a drop. Okay, so main focus here is getting your feet in the correct position, getting comfortable with that C, understanding that it's easier to move forward than it is to move backwards, and then also too, just adding variation in with the drop and the drive.
Cool. I like it.
Okay, ready here? Let's go 12 ball, same thing. Good, feet, good. Oh yeah, baby, I like it, feet. Nice, good. I'm very good at this.
This is your bread and butter, right?
This is it, man, this is it. Good. Yes, feet, good. Look at the preparation with the hands. Hands are getting prepared nice and early. He's nice and organized. Good. Know that this preparation idea is like a math equation. Things have to be correct from start to finish. So get those hands up and get those hands organized. Last one here, drop. Lovely.
Okay guys, the next drill that we're gonna do, working on the concept of trying to find spacing, I'm just gonna play one half. Tyson's gonna be back there at the baseline, covering the whole court. So I'm gonna be feeding him balls from side to side. He's gonna be trying to use his legs and find the forehand as often as he can, really focused on directional hitting to me back in this half. At some point, at my discretion, because I'm the teacher here, I'm gonna call switch, and I'm gonna slide over, and he's gonna start hitting his balls to this half. It's gonna go continuously. I'm gonna try to volley back to him. We're gonna try to keep it going. Definitely more of a cardio physical drill. So let's see Mr. Singles in action here. Here we go.
Oh, Mr. Singles.
Mr. Singles, all right. Here we go. Find that forehand. Here we go. Nice. Good call. Okay, switch. Okay, good. Okay, see if I can get him moving a little bit. There it is. Plays the drop because he doesn't have his legs on him. Here we go. Okay, and switch. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Look at him go. All right, well done. Well done. Let's do it one more time here. One more time. Here we go. Find that forehand. Sorry, here we go. No worries. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay, drop here. Switch, switch, switch. Good choice. Up to it, up to it. Good. Tough one. Way to get around it. Nice.
I'm not getting there.
Let's call it there. Let's call it there. Well done, well done. So notice in that, guys, when did Tyson decide to go away from the drive and drop? If you'll notice, it's when he was off balance or when he wasn't able to get his body or his legs behind him, he reverted to the drop. So we want to keep that in mind for when we're playing. We only want to be driving when we have our body and our legs behind us and we have the preparation. If we don't, we should be dropping and giving ourselves time. Okay guys, so drill recap there. So we started with the 6-ball drill where we had 4 balls all on the baseline, 2 feeds more in the transition zone, trying to work on that spacing, really a lot of little steps in balance. The second drill, Tyson had me going side to side where both were forehands. He'd feed one, hand feed it to my dominant side, and then very quickly I'd have to get over and cover my non-dominant side and run around it, and we call that the 12-ball drill. Next one, we set up a cone, and we kind of circled the cone, running around to our non-dominant side in order to create that spacing. Again, I think we used about 12 balls is a pretty good number to get the cardio going. And then the last one is where the teacher lines up on one half of the court, student covers everything, and they are responsible for calling the switch. Again, meant to definitely get your steps in, definitely help you work on using your legs to create spacing. And also there's that IQ factor where if you don't happen to be in the right position, you don't have your body behind you, revert to the drop and try to keep that going continuously. Okay guys, we've got a fun little spacing game for you here. I'm gonna start at the kitchen line. I'm gonna be the feeder. We're gonna have 2 balls in hand. The first feed is gonna be pretty aggressive. My goal is, and I can go either direction, I wanna get Tyson moving one side or the other. He's going to play this as a forehand regardless of which side of the court I go with. His goal on the first one is to get around it, get the spacing, play it as a drop. I'm gonna go the opposite direction for the next ball. He's gonna drive and we're gonna play it out. So the second ball is the one that's gonna be live. He's gonna play it as a drive. We're gonna play the point out. So it's gonna be pretty physical. I recommend playing shorter games to 5 and then alternate. Okay, so here we go. I'm not gonna tell Tyson which side I'm going first either. Here we go. Okay, run around it for a drop, good, get moving, and a drive, play the point out. Here we go. Okay.
Score, game to 5, rally
game to
scoring,
5,
correct?
rally scoring, so I'd have 1 there. Here we go. And one last thing, so the second ball, notice in that, the second ball was cross court. So because he hit the second ball, the drive from cross court, we played the rest of the point out cross court. If I would have started with pushing him cross court early and had the second ball be up the line, we'd play the point out up the line. Here we go, 1-0. Nice, get moving, get the spacing, ready. And we are live. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. All right, here we go. 1-1. Well done. Well done. Here we go. Drop the first one. Okay. Get some spacing, drive, and play it out. Here we go. Oh, good one. Good one. Good stuff. All right. 2-1. 2-1. Here we go. Okay, somewhat aggressive on the first one. He's using his legs. Getting over. Pretty. Look at that body control. Deuce. All right, last one here. Here we go. Dropping the first one. Getting over, driving. Well done. Okay guys, so recapping the spacing game that we just did, I started out as the feeder at the kitchen line. The first feed, so start with 2 balls in hand. The first feed is gonna be semi-aggressive. It can go one direction or the other. Tyson was making sure to play that as a forehand, getting around it, create the spacing, playing the first one as a drop. The second ball was live, so whichever side I hit it to, which on the second ball, if it was cross court, we'd play the point out cross court. If it was up the line, we'd play the point out up the line. With the second ball being live, he tried to create the spacing, drove early, and then we just played the point out from there. Obviously pretty physical drills. First time I've heard Tyson breathe heavy in a while. Oh, yeah. So it's doing something right?
Yeah. So something I kind of think about when I think about shot selection in general with my forehand, just anytime that I'm looking to add a little offense, turn the knob a little bit, look to dictate and just put some more pressure on my opponent, I'm always looking to find spacing and to find the forehand. I used to do that in tennis, and obviously I still do it in pickleball. And so anytime that I get jammed, you know, hitting a backhand, usually it's never offensive. So I just think about what your bread and butter is, and then wrapping your whole game around what you do well. If you can only play offense off of one particular side, stay playing offense on that particular side. There's no need. And taking a look at like the highest level, there's so many players that are a little one-dimensional on certain sides. And it comes to show that if they can be top 10 in the world with being one-dimensional, with using offense on one side, it comes to show that anybody can play that exact same game style.
Yeah, and Tyson's a great example here. I mean, obviously he can hit a backhand, he can soften a backhand, he's got very good hands, but in his mind he's thinking, why settle for only the defensive option? If I can put a little bit more preparation, a little bit more work early, he has the option for offense, which he uses a lot in his game and is very successful with.